Hi, everybody. My name is Maud, and I'm a bioengineer and founder of a startup project that wants to develop natural plant protection products. Now, why do we do that? Can you think of a versatile, unassuming hero that shaped human history? It's a silent protagonist that brings comfort and joy and warmth. May I present to you the extraordinary potato? Now, if you look back in your history books, you will see that more than once, while humankind was out there conquering the world and occasionally making a huge mess of things with wars, this petite, fat-free, gluten-free, vitamin C-packed energy bomb was saving us from famines and from diseases. And it is today our most precious ally in our fight against famines and against food shortages and malnutrition. And yet, we do not at present have the means to produce it in a sustainable way. Now see, the problem of potato is that it has a #1 enemy called potato late blight. And this disease is so devastating, it can destroy an entire potato field in just 2 weeks' time. Currently, conventional and organic farmers heavily rely on the use of pesticides to protect their crops. But they spend over $1 billion actually every year in Europe alone on these products. But they are also very harmful to the environment and human health. So they are being restricted or taken off the market, making it even more difficult for potato farmers to produce their potatoes. We want to replace these pesticides with eco-friendly and safe alternatives. Now, me personally, I'm from Belgium, so I've been thinking about this for a while now. And I do believe that we may have found the solution in the potato microbiome. So like we have a gut microbiome or a vaginal microbiome that impacts our health, potatoes also have their very own microbiome that contains microorganisms that can ward off diseases. And we have successfully identified protective microorganisms from potatoes, and by carefully combining microorganisms with complementary modes of action and adding an adequate formulation, we want to develop natural plant protection products that farmers will be able to apply directly on their crops to protect them. And unlike currently used pesticides, our products will be safe, eco-friendly, have no restrictions of use, and there will be no risk of resistance building by the pathogen. And this technology is also transferable to other crops and diseases, such as onion, grapevine, and other vegetable and arable crops. So by harnessing the power of nature itself, we want to provide solutions for new nature-based agricultural practices that will ensure sufficient, safe, and sustainable food production on a global scale for the future. We are now currently looking for funding to develop our formulation, so if you have any ideas or tips, or if you feel like joining us in our endeavors, we would be very happy to hear from you. So let's save some potatoes together, and thank you for your attention.
Hi, thanks a lot. You talk about potatoes quite a lot. I eat more rice.
Save it.
Does it?
It's complementary.
Does it? Okay, so which is the one that works best for the product that you have at the moment? Is it potatoes? Is it something else? Or
sorry?
Which kind of plantation, like, food-wise, which is the best works for your product?
Well, potato is the 4th most important crop in the world, but it also
I agree
depends.
about rice too, but anyway.
Exactly, but it's still the 4th, so.
So potatoes means, I mean, your market is more covering potatoes or other crops?
We are starting with potatoes, but then also members of our team are working on grapevine, and we want to extend it. And the reason we choose potato also is that there is so far no solution, no organic solution for potatoes against this disease. So this is really an urgent need, as also the government in Switzerland, but also in Europe and other countries want to ban pesticides and copper-based pesticides, but they can't because there is no solution.
Okay, I have one more question. I mean, your end user in the end are farmers, and do you have any kind of feedback from them, like what kind of fertilizer to use of your product, kind of acceptance-wise?
So we are in contact with some farmers, and they also give. We ask them, okay, how could the product be used? So we have feedback from them in this regard. And for now, we are doing field trials, but not yet with farmers themselves. But this is planned for the next few years, so that we can really adapt them to their needs and to the possibilities that they have.
Okay. I think next time try rice as well.
I will think about it.
Okay, so I have the predictable question, if you're allowed to speak about it, because I guess this could be IP relevant. But you mentioned that you're making assemblies of microbes with complementary functions. Are you allowed to tell us what those functions are?
We are looking at different modes of actions. So most of the bacteria do produce compounds that are active against the pathogen itself. So this is to avoid resistance building, but also some might facilitate the survival of the others, and so that we could have products that are stable under different weather conditions, and UV and rain, for example.
Okay. And then maybe related to this weather conditions and rain, sort of how often do you think the farmers would need to apply this? Because I guess in terms of the business case, it would even be not great for you if they can apply it once and then that field's good forever.
That would be the ideal.
You want it?
Yeah,
that's great for the farmers, but
yes. The thing is that we start from the fact that farmers now they have to treat about 10 times. So they're already treating a lot. So we want to reduce this number, but we would want to start also with 10 and see how much we can actually extend that period of time, because that would be a huge advantage for the farmer as well.
great. Thank you.
Thank you.